Once over, there were jewelers in the narrow streets of the world. People would entrust their gold to them. The jeweler would write a receipt on a piece of paper saying, "Yes, this gold belongs to you." But the day came. Jewelers realized that most people were not getting their gold back. And here's where the trick starts. Since no one wants their gold back, why shouldn't I write and implement more than I have? What was then called fractional reserve banking was born. No gold. Lots of receipts. In the examples, the receipt started to be valued like gold. In today's world, this is an expanded version of this story. We think we are depositing money in the bank, but, in fact, more of our money is distributed as loans. Do you have credit? Yes, the money you were born in debt with. The fairy tale of the reserve requirement is over. Once upon a time, only a small portion of deposited money actually remained in banks' coffers. But today, that ratio is 0 in the U.S., so banks continue to create money even when the coffers are nearly empty. Who loses? If the system faltered, everyone with nothing but the numbers on their bank app. The Great Awakening. Money wealth. We are beginning to understand this. The numbers on the screen are not true wealth. What is true wealth? Land, productive resources, a skill, knowledge, independence. In other words, things that would not lose value even if all the paper in the world were burned. Powers behind the scenes. There's a mysterious group called the Basel. Rules, global banker technocrats. They dictate how much risky business banks can engage in. Sometimes they stimulate the economy. Sometimes they slow it down and create problems. Inflation isn't a mistake. Yes, you won't like it, but inflation is deliberate. Money constantly grows, and as it grows, it loses value. That's why your grandfathers used to say, "We could buy a house with this money back then." It's not actually the money. You're shrinking. Protect yourself. Build real wealth. This system has been going on for centuries. The Great Depression, the 2008 crisis, it's the same story in all of them. If trust disappears, the system collapses. That's why you should connect wealth not to numbers on a screen, but to real life. Investing in yourself, productive assets, a debt-free life, knowledge, skill, freedom. Those who understand the game of money are freed from being enslaved by it. This isn't a horror story. This is a story of awakening. In the game scene presented to you, you can re-choose your role.